I've been waiting this. I've been waiting for this all week. Picked up these Philips SHP9500 for $50 on Newegg. Haven't even opened them yet. Yeah, SHP9500S. So I guess that's the second edition. They made some changes, but should be interesting. Looks like they have cloth ear cups, so I guess we'll see how that is. But let me take my headphones off. Oh my gosh. I was listening to the AKG 553 Pros. Those are pretty much the flattest headphones I have, and I guess we'll do the A/B comparison between those and these. But from what I hear, these are really fantastic headphones for the price. So we'll see. Maybe I'll drag out the Sennheiser HD558s. Who spends time painting cardboard black? Interesting. This is like it's cloth, but it's almost like an athletic jersey. Pretty shallow. They're huge though. Rotation, just a little bit of rotation. Actually, that's quite a lot. That's more than the Sennheisers I have. And let's see the number of adjustment through the, I don't know, it looks like a ruler. It's alright. I just want to put them on. Nothing else, Mr. Cardboard Box. Be gone. Oh, it's not a freakishly long cable. This is getting replaced. Hello? Wow, that is really, really tight. Neat. Alright, so wearing the head cam setup, I don't know how big I'm gonna have to make these, but I already have a big ass head, so let's try there. See how it goes. Just a touch too big. Try it one more. Wow, holy moly. They are really comfortable. Not much of a clamping force to them. I usually have issues because my head's so big, but these just kind of just sit ever just so slightly and really, really nicely. The headband, the suspension's alright. The suspended part up here, when it opens, it suspends like that, but because of the way I don't know whether it's the way my head's shaped or just the size of my head, it pretty much closes that gap, so I don't think the suspension's doing a whole lot for me. Ooh, maybe I should put this on 3.5 and put this one on 3.5 instead of on 4 and 3. It says right and left in there, and then if you miss that, I mean if you miss this, I guess, big right, and left. It's kind of neat. You can see the drivers, but they are really, really open. Not like the Sennheiser HD558s where they're semi-open. I mean, they're mostly open, but once you take the foam out, they're still not as open as this. You can literally just see everything through here. That's really, really cool. I know Zeos mentioned this in his review, but this piece of tape here, just so that this doesn't scratch for whatever reason. I don't know. Plastic on plastic, I'm not really worried about that too much. Seems kind of silly. Just a little bit of movement here. That should fit most head sizes. I really don't know about these pads though. They're soft enough, but I don't know if they're just gonna make me sweat. The headband here is made out of the same material, but it's almost stretched, so it feels a little bit coarser than it does on the pads here. This is much less stretched. You can kind of tell. It looks like the spacing between the individual dots here is a little bit smaller than it is on the headband. But yeah. So I don't know whether it's supposed to come with a 1/4 inch, but I only have this 1/8 inch 3.5 millimeter. I guess I'll just use the one I was using before and just see how they sound. Just have it hook up with my mini amp here. Let's try a different song. They sound really good, but I don't know if they sound $200 good, but for 50 bucks, man. All right, I'm gonna switch back to these and see what they sound like. These were I'm gonna say $199 on Mass Drop. And these have definitely seen better days. This was like my first actual pair of headphones I bought in a long time. I think I've had these for about 3 years now. Yeah, you can see they're all beat up. Have some of the finish coming off. I mean, like I used to just throw these in my bag every day going to school, going to college. These were just perpetually in my bag. And they're good enough to be driven just on my phone, so worked out pretty good. Really, really soft. All right, I take these off. You can, like, I mean, you can see the clamping force difference. I'm barely holding these, and I'm really not pulling them apart. You can already see that there's here. That right there is the clamping difference between the two. Look at that gap between the I mean, it's huge, and then on top of that, it just wants to keep going. These things are massive, especially when they're adjusted to my size head. It's got good range of motion that way too. Not that that really matters. A little bit creaky. I don't know if no creaks. All right, I'm gonna plug my AKGs back in. I have a feeling that they sound really, really close to each other. Alright, well, I'm not going to do a whole review on this because I know Zeos does a lot of headphone reviews. I'm not trying to encroach on his space, but I was just really excited to open the box for these Philips and just kind of get them, try them out. I'm going to do a lot of listening over the next week and see how they are. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a comparison between these and the HD558s. But as far as the Philips versus these AKGs that I've had for a little while, the 553s, I don't know, man. I think I would take the Philips almost every time. If I can, especially if I can change these pads out to something just a little bit less cheap feeling and looking. I like the huge, I mean, like not huge. I like the 3.5 detachable, and that's what I was trying to say. Was huge for me because just being able to pull this out, throw it in the bag. I don't have to worry about this getting messed up over time. You replace the cable. You can put any kind of cable you want on this. I like that it's not 13 feet or 20 feet. It's not a garden hose. The cable itself was kind of meh, but it is what it is. It's 50 bucks. Long story short, go buy them. They're cool. Fuck. This is not good. As you can see, I didn't stop my review. I kept listening to these and these and these and these. I thought I was done with the video, and then I was like, well, I don't know what to just I don't know what to think. I mean, I'm not gonna replace these. These have been through everything with me. These are really cool. These are only 50 bucks. So of course I had to bring out the Sennheisers, which are on my head right now. And I don't know. Sennheisers sound really good. They feel like home. They're very, very comfortable. They fit my head exactly the way I want them to. They clamp my head a lot more. They're smaller. They're trapped in my freaking head cam setup. Excuse the fact they're a little dirty. I've been using them quite a bit. I like the way they're shaped. I like the way they sound. I like pretty much everything about them, especially after they're doing the foam mod. And I only spent 75 bucks on them. I do hate this stupid 2.5 millimeter proprietary Sennheiser bullshit, but all right. Guess we're doing this. Guess we're gonna waste our day listening to headphones because now these got me all fucked up. These sound really, really good. They're really, really comfortable in a different way. I still don't like these ear pads, but I don't know. Give them another listen and see if I can confuse myself even more. Alright, I'm really upset. I'm upset because I never thought $50 headphones would ever sound this good. These aren't... Do I like them? Yeah. Are they $200 good? Maybe. Maybe 3 years ago they were $200 good. Are they worth $150 more or 4 times the cost of the Philips? Hell no. I mean, build quality is not really any different. They both have metal headbands. Oh, man. These aren't even Austrian AKGs. These are the outsourced ones, so it's not even like they're the high-end AKGs. Designed in Austria, made in where? Made in China. The PRC. So, $200 Chinese headphones. These are, I'm assuming, China. I don't see where it says. It doesn't say. Country of origin. Okay. Well, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, China, $50. Holy crap, do they sound good? If I had to pick a favorite, if these had bigger ear cups like this, and they had sort of the sound staging that this has, man, they would be really good headphones. And that's what I'm hoping the Sennheisers 6XXs that I got from Massdrop, they're not going to be coming till about December. That's what they're looking like. And those are $200 headphones. If they don't sound... I'm hoping that the 6XXs are better than these 553 Pros. These are great, but they're not better than these. So I guess we'll see. And like I said in the last cut, buy these if they're still $50. If they're $75, they're still worth it. I think these really, really outshoot their price range. They're probably, I'd say $150. You really can't get anything, or not much better than this, with the exception of maybe this. But yeah. So these, buy these, $50. If you like variety, buy these too. These are great. So that's what I have to say about the Philips.